afternoon. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now. This is Times Now Live and I'm Hina Gambhir. Viewers, Tahawwur Rana, one of the key conspirators of the 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks, is currently in 18-day NIA custody. After being extradited to India, he was taken to the NIA headquarters. He is being grilled by the investigative agencies on a number of issues. It is day 2 of the investigation. The initial part of the investigation, as per our sources, was related to his personal life and initial days in Pakistan, his family background, the 26/11 Mumbai attacks, alleged links with Lashkar-e-Toiba and the Pakistani intelligence agency. The NIA, National Investigative Agency, is looking at what was his role really, the kind of sleeper cells that were working with him, and Times Now has accessed the details of the line of questioning, the kind of responses he has been giving to the agency in these 2 days of investigation that has already happened so far. And most importantly, Tahawwur Rana's role in the Mumbai attack, remember viewers, was confirmed by David Coleman Headley, his friend, the one who was helped for the Mumbai terror attacks in terms of all logistical support, etc., by Tahawwur Rana. And for more on this, let me straight away go across to my colleagues who are joining us live right now. We have Bhavtosh, Pradeep Datta, as well as my colleague Isha live with us. We will be covering all possible angles on the biggest story of Tahawwur Rana, the one of the key conspirators in the 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks. Bhavtosh, I want to start this with you. I want to ask you, tell us a little bit about the line of questioning so far on this day 2 of the investigation by NIA of Tahawwur Rana, and is he cooperating with the agency?
Well, as far as the questioning is concerned, today is day 2 and the NIA has at least 16 more days before they have to surrender him before the special court. Remember, he was extradited from US, and then subsequently what the NIA is doing is that they are confronting him with the court documents that were submitted by the FBI way back in 2009, and it was FBI that had recorded the statement of both David Coleman as well as Tahawwur Rana, and that intercepted hours of call records of both of them, and also intercepted the email exchanges between them. It was in October 2009 that they were arrested, and subsequently it was the chat over a period of 4 to 5 years that in fact led them to burst this entire module, or specifically the chats between them. Hina, what is most important is the fact that the 26/11 attack only emboldened them, and then they wanted to carry out future attacks not only in India, in multiple cities in India, but also in Denmark. It was David Headley Coleman's visit to Chicago that led to his arrest, and then subsequently this module of Tahawwur Rana as well as David Headley Coleman was busted. And what India wants to do is to look at the role of Tahawwur Rana not only in 26/11, but also their attempt to carry out trade attacks in multiple cities in across India, particularly in Delhi, Jaipur and Pune. And that's the reason the questioning is centering around first Tahawwur Rana's relationship with David Headley Coleman, and also possibility of future attacks post 26/11.
Right. Bhavtosh, stay on with us. We have more breaking inputs as well coming in as far as this investigation is concerned against Tahawwur Rana. Sources have told Times Now that the agency has codenamed a witness as B and has kept all the related information confidential. According to NIA sources, B is the same individual who invited David Coleman Headley in Mumbai in 2006, made arrangements for his stay and other needs. For more on this, let me straight away go across to my colleague Pradeep Datta live with us right now. Pradeep, give us more details. This new witness, key witness in this particular case, B, to confront Tahawwur Rana, to be confronted with Tahawwur Rana by NIA?
See, this key witness is really very important. Why it's very important? Because we have seen from day one, Pakistan had been denying its truth. And second, Tahawwur Rana has also been saying that he's innocent. He has nothing to do with 26/11 attack. But this key witness is someone who had helped initially David Coleman Headley when he was sent to Mumbai because of the immigration company. That was a kind of a front office from which was used to do reconnaissance of Mumbai area so that the attack can be planned accordingly. So with this man, he's called B. Because his identity is not disclosed, it's kept secret, reason being for the security reason. Because everybody knows he's not Tahawwur Rana is not an ordinary terrorist. He's India's most wanted, and it took about 17 years to finally get this man back to the custody where they can finally grill him and ask him these several questions. He's been bombarded with the question. I've been told by sources that throughout the interrogation and the questioning that is going on, he is staying calm and he's also taking time to respond to some of the questions as if he is either forgetting or he has no idea about what actually the agencies are asking. That is how he is pretending to do so. And the second thing is that this man is going to confront them. Definitely he is going to identify this person because David Coleman Headley, throughout his stay in India for 8 times, 230 times he had been interacting with Tahawwur Rana. There had been 230 calls, which Bhavtosh was also talking about, that there had been email intercepts, and also they have also intercepted the call between the two persons. So they are going to confront with that, and this man is going to definitely identify Tahawwur Rana. That's also going to make a difference. And the third thing is that now even intelligence agencies are saying that they are going to move the application in the special court where they will ask for scientific psychological analysis test that will include polygraph or narco test. But what is more important is that as per law, the consent of Tahawwur Rana for that is to be required. But definitely because they feel that he is not an ordinary person, obviously he must be trained. He was in Pak Army also. He must be trained to hide things, because even if he will be divulging few things, but most of the things he will try to hide. So that is what actually the agencies are aware of. That's one of the reasons that they are drilling him. They are asking him questions. They have already the set pattern of the questions that they have to ask. Because one is that they want to know whether he was planning to set the sleeper cells here, because he had stayed in Hapur and other areas of northwestern UP. And he was also planning to carry out attack even in the NDC, because that was the game plan of Ilyas Kashmiri. Whether he was a part of that game plan or not. So they are trying to do a lot many things in the period of time. They will get to know what exactly more plans they had to do after 26/11 was conducted in the financial capital of India.
Right. Stay on with us, Pradeep. Let me go back to Bhavtosh once again for more on the interrogation that is currently underway. Bhavtosh, we're also learning that Tahawwur Rana is on suicide watch in NIA custody. What does it really mean, and how is it being implemented? And also, can you tell us a little bit about the kind of tests for voice sampling, etc., that are also being planned by NIA, for which permission is being sought?
Well, he's kept in a room which has CCTV surveillance. There is a room which has access control, and these are all precautionary measures that have been taken by the Federal Probe Agency. What is most important is the application that has been sent by NIA and which has been accepted by the court, that he would be given a soft tip pen. That means that he should not harm himself. These are the applications that were sent by him to the court and then accepted by the court. What NIA has done is that they have decided to record his entire conversation with them. This would be videographed as well as it would be audiographed, so that whatever they do with him, whether they record his statement whenever they want to speak to him, that there is no element of doubt or ambiguity as far as this entire case is concerned. And importantly, they want to tell to the world that he is not physically harmed, because one of the points that he raised before the Supreme Court was that he fears that he would be tortured because he belongs to a minority community, and also that he's a Pakistani. So everything that NIA will now do is they want to do it in a manner that if he ever raises an objection, or if he ever complains of any kind of physical torture, then evidence will be presented before the court.
Right, Bhavtosh, stay with us. In fact, more inputs coming in as far as this interrogation is concerned. As the NIA questions Tahawwur Rana, top sources have informed us that the NIA hopes that Tahawwur Rana will disclose details about sleeper cells from Western Uttar Pradesh specifically. Crucial details related to sleeper cells in Western UP may emerge during the interrogation. For more on this, let me go across to Pradeep Datta. Pradeep, give us more details, because he did visit several places, across India, and some clearly were in Western UP as well. Explain to us this angle that's also being looked at very closely by the NIA.
See, one thing is clear, that if any of the Pakistani operative is planning any kind of an attack, they need an overgrown worker or sleeper cell or even any of the terror module. So this man had come to India, he had stayed in Hapur, he had been to Agra, he had been to Meerut, and most of these are Muslim-dominated areas. It clearly indicates that maybe he was planning to have some kind of a sleeper cell, those who would have operated in near future to carry out attacks in different parts of India. So that's what actually the agencies are trying to find out. And second thing is that they're also trying to find out, because there was one mysterious man whom he had been interacting in Dubai. They are also trying to find out who that mysterious man is, whether he was an ISI handler, whether he was a Lashkar operative who was operating from Dubai. So they are trying to find out that also, because Tahawwur Rana, he had been to different parts of India, he had been to Hapur, he had been to Agra, he had been to Meerut, and he also stayed in Mumbai just a week before this dastardly brutal attack was carried out by terrorists on 26/11. He was there in Mumbai along with his wife, and he stayed in Taj Hotel as well as Striking Hotel. The same, both these hotels were attacked by the terrorists. That means he was looking after the logistics. What actually he was trying to do, that maybe he was trying to set a sleeper cell for near future where they would have carried out attack. Because what we had been told by the sources, and also that is available in some of the dossiers that had been submitted by Indian agencies also to Pakistan as well as to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, United States of America. And in those dossiers also it is clear that they were planning more attack. One, they were planning to target Shabbat House. That is they felt that this was basically the frontal office for the Mossad, from where the Mossad was operating. They wanted to target them, and they also wanted to target National Defense College because they wanted to get casualty of the soldiers. So now these are the things that they are trying to connect, because this evidence, whatever they will be collecting during this interrogation, will further help them to make a watertight case against Tahawwur Rana, and also nail and shame Pakistan at the international fora to see how this country had been behind this dastardly brutal attack that led to a death of about 166 person and about 300 were injured, including people from different nationalities like United States of America.
So was Tahawwur Rana attempting to set up a sleeper cell network in Western UP? What was the real purpose behind his stay in Hapur specifically? NIA is looking at the investigation from this angle as well. Pradeep as well as Bhavtosh, request you to stay on with us. Of course, there's politics also, viewers, that is happening on this particular development, on the extradition of Tahawwur Rana to India as well. On one hand, there is a credit war that's going on. On the other hand, Congress leader Udit Raj has questioned the very foundation of the process to bring 2008 Mumbai terror attack accused Tahawwur Rana from the US to India, calling the extradition process a well-scripted game. Udit Raj argued that Rana's role in the horrific attacks is being exaggerated. Can you believe it? He has claimed that the UPA government handed over the investigation file to the United States back in 2011, and it named David Headley and not Rana as the prime accused. According to Udit Raj, while Rana may have been part of the broader conspiracy, his involvement was nowhere close to the scale being projected today. Congress leader didn't really stop there. Taking direct aim at the ruling BJP, he questioned the Modi government's delay as well as political will. He said that it's been 11 years since the UPA initiated the process, and now only after a decade and under intense media glare, Rana is being brought back. Listen in.
इसमें तो मुझे खेल ही लगता है, इसलिए कि 2011 में जब यूपी की सरकार थी तो पूरी जांच की फाइल अमेरिका को दे दी गई थी और हेडली को मुख्य आरोपी माना गया था और तहव्वुर राना को कॉन्स्पिरेटर माना तो गया था, लेकिन उतनी बड़ी भूमिका में नहीं था.
For more on this, let me go across to my colleague Isha as well. Isha, how should we really read this statement? Is that the official stance of the Congress party as well? Isha, you'll have to unmute yourself. Okay, we'll try and reconnect with Isha in just a bit. Meanwhile, we have reactions coming in from the BJP as well. The backlash, was swift and sharp. The BJP and several right-wing leaders strongly criticized Udit Raj's remarks, accusing the Congress party of consistently adopting a soft stance on terrorism. BJP argued that defending an accused in the 26/11 attacks was not just political posturing, but a betrayal of national sentiment. BJP leader Shehzad Poonawalla stated that while the UPA government took credit for the investigation, its leaders are now undermining the extradition. He also took aim at Congress leaders like Kanhaiya Kumar and Udit Raj, accusing them of belittling this entire move and mocking India's efforts. Listen in.
सॉफ्ट कॉर्नर आतंकवाद के लिए कांग्रेस पार्टी का हमेशा से रहा है। अब उदित राज कांग्रेस के बड़े नेता कहते हैं तहव्वुर राणा का कोई इतना बड़ा रोल नहीं था। अगर तहव्वुर राणा का कोई रोल नहीं था तो A2 अक्यूज नंबर 2 क्यों बनाया था पूरी कंस्पिरेसी में 26/11 की आपकी सरकार के द्वारा। और एक तरफ चिदम्बरम जी क्रेडिट लेते हैं, बोलते हैं हमारी उपलब्धि हम लेकर आए, हमने कदम उठाए। उदित राज कहते कोई बड़ी उपलब्धि नहीं। 26/11 में स्टेप बाय स्टेप हर स्टेप पर केवल और केवल पाकिस्तान के साथ खड़े रहने का काम, पाकिस्तान के वर्जन को और नैरेटिव को बढ़ाने का काम, उसके खिलाफ कोई कार्रवाई न करने का काम, एक्स्ट्राडिशन से लेकर एयर स्ट्राइक्स तक, और किस प्रकार से हिंदू आतंकवाद की थियोरी गढ़कर पाकिस्तान को क्लीन चिट देने का काम यही कांग्रेस पार्टी ने किया है।
And when Times Now confronted Udit Raj for the kind of statement he made and the controversy it has created, he, in his defense, said that his remarks were actually misinterpreted. Listen in.
The agency which has twisted, they should apologize. Why should I? I'm sticking to the my statement. I said yesterday also.
Sir, but if I actually read from the statement that that this particular agency is flashed, they've said that this seems like a game to me. क्या आपने सर ये शब्द का प्रयोग किया गेम?
No, not at all. Not at all. See, if they edit something, what to do it? But I'm clarifying it, of course. And in the same statement, my conclusion was that he must be hanged. Tahawwur Rana must be hanged. But that was not telecasted. So what happened? This is very unethical.
Sir, you also spoke about how in 2011 the UPA government was in power and all the adequate documents were handed over. But now you've also said that he is not the mastermind, he is not the key conspirator. How do you look at that? And also there are so many people who were involved. This is one of the biggest terror attacks.
See, Coleman Headley is also involved. Hafiz Saeed is also involved. Many of them are involved. And former Home Minister Sri Chidambaram has.
And now we have a reaction coming in from Digvijay Singh of the Congress party as well. Remember, a credit war has already started on Tahawwur Rana's extradition. Listen into what he said.
तत्कालीन केंद्र सरकार माननीय डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह जी के नेतृत्व में और चिदम्बरम जी ने उसके बारे में विस्तार से लिखा है कि किस प्रकार से उस सरकार में यूपीए सरकार ने निरंतर दबाव बनाए रखा। हर कदम पर पूरा प्रयास हमने किया है, जिसके कारण आज ये निर्णय हुआ है। क्योंकि उस समय ताहव्वुर राना को सजा हो गई थी और सजा काट रहा था, इस वजह से उसका एक्सट्रेडिशन नहीं हो पाया था। लेकिन सतत प्रयास यूपीए सरकार करती रही, जिसके कारण ये सब संभव हो पाया।
And Congress party citing UPA government's contribution to bring back Tahawwur Rana. Congress party says if NDA is trying to claim credit in bringing Rana back, then it should also accept its failure to extradite people like Daud Ibrahim, Nirav Modi, as well as Mehul Choksi. Listen in.
फिर जो नई सरकार आई उसके तहत भी एजेंसीज ने वही कदम, वही फाइल, वही मजबूत कागज जो यूपीए के वक्त इकट्ठे किए गए थे, उन्हीं को आगे बढ़ाया। उन्हीं कदमों को आगे बढ़ाते बढ़ाते आज इस स्थिति तक पहुंचे कि कानूनी प्रक्रिया खत्म होते होते प्रत्यर्पण आज संभव हो पाया। जो लोग इस प्रत्यर्पण का श्रेय नरेंद्र मोदी को देते हैं, उनसे मैं ये जानना चाहता हूं, पूछना चाहता हूं कि अगर एक व्यक्ति को श्रेय देना चाहते हैं तहव्वुर राणा के प्रत्यर्पण का, तो क्या दाऊद इब्राहिम का प्रत्यर्पण न हो पाना, डेविड हेडली का प्रत्यर्पण न हो पाना, मेहुल चोकसी का प्रत्यर्पण न हो पाना, विजय माल्या का प्रत्यर्पण न हो पाना, नीरव मोदी का प्रत्यर्पण न हो पाना, ये सब श्रेय किसको देते हैं मान्यवर? यह भी जानने लायक बात है। ये बात भी समझ लीजिए, जब भी भारत के हितों के खिलाफ कुछ भी होता है, वो पार्लियामेंट अटैक हो जो बीजेपी के वक्त हुआ, वो कंधार हो जो बीजेपी के वक्त हुआ, हम बीजेपी सरकार के साथ कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर भारत के हितों की रक्षा करने के लिए खड़े रहे। भारत के हितों के आगे किसी एक व्यक्ति का, वो नरेंद्र मोदी हो, वो सरेंडर मोदी हो, कोई हो, मायने नहीं रखता। ये भारत की संप्रभुता का सवाल है। ये भारत
And viewers, similar sentiment in fact was echoed by Sena, the Uddhav Thackeray faction. We have a reaction coming in now from Sanjay Raut as well, who's trying to suggest that the process of extradition actually began many years ago. He says it is due to the efforts of Manmohan Singh and Modi governments that he has been extradited from United States of America. And then Sanjay Raut also says that just like how we heard Pawan Khera speak about the extradition of other people like Daud Ibrahim, Mehul Choksi, the economic offenders that's also pending, similar sentiment was echoed by Shiv Sena as well, the Uddhav Thackeray faction. Listen in.
वो राणा को लाया है, हेडली को भी लाना चाहिए था। और राणा लाया है, ये कोई बीजेपी की उपलब्धि नहीं है ना। यही मैं कह रहा हूं ना, 16 साल से उस बारे में एक प्रोसेस चल रहा है। चाहे मनमोहन सिंह की सरकार हो, फिर मोदी जी की सरकार हो, ये सभी की मेहनत का फल है कि तहव्वुर राना को अमेरिका ने यहाँ भेज दिया। अभी हमको लाना है दाऊद इब्राहिम को, जो बीजेपी का एक बहुत बड़ा वचन है। टाइगर मेमन को लाना है, लाइए ना। नीरव मोदी को लाना है, ललित मोदी को लाना चाहिए, मेहुल चोकसी को लाना चाहिए।
And with this, we will slip into a very short break. More news and updates on the other side. Stay with us.